You're being influenced every single day, not by force, but by design. Every word you read, every tone you hear, every image you see, someone, somewhere, intended to shape what you feel, think, and choose. Dark psychology isn't about magic. It's about manipulation. Small, invisible methods used to guide your mind without your consent. They happen in ads, in relationships, in conversations, even in your own self-talk. Today, we'll uncover 10 dark psychology tricks used every day, so you can see the strings before they pull you. Because once you're aware of the game, you can't be played by it. Trick 1. The foot-in-the-door technique. It starts small, a tiny request, harmless and easy to agree with. Then, once you say yes, the real ask appears. Marketers use it when they get you to sign up just to try. Manipulators use it when they test your boundaries, a little favor, a small compromise, a minor secret. And before you realize it, you've already said yes to something you would have refused. The human brain loves consistency. Once it commits, it wants to stay consistent, even if it costs you peace. Remember, every yes trains someone how to ask next time. Your power lies not in saying yes, but in knowing when not to. Trick 2. The door-in-the-face technique. This one is the opposite. They start with something outrageous, something you'd instantly reject. Then they settle for a smaller request. You feel relieved. You think you've won. But the smaller request was the goal all along. Your refusal was calculated. Your acceptance, predicted. It's how negotiators, salespeople, and even friends get what they want. They anchor you to guilt and gratitude, the need to make up for saying no. When someone's first ask feels absurd, don't feel bad for rejecting it. It was never real. Trick 3. Emotional mirroring. Humans trust what feels familiar. So, manipulators copy your tone, your pace, even your words. It creates a false bond, an instant connection. You feel seen, you feel understood, but you're being studied. This trick disarms the critical mind and activates empathy. The moment you sense we're the same, your defenses drop. Genuine empathy flows naturally. Strategic empathy follows your rhythm on purpose. Connection is earned through time, not mimicry. If someone reflects you too perfectly, pause before you open up. Trick 4. The scarcity principle. Nothing triggers desire like the thought of losing it. Only 2 left. Offer ends tonight. Last chance. It's all psychology. Scarcity creates urgency, and urgency silences reason. Your mind evolved to chase what's rare because rarity once meant survival. Modern manipulators know this. They make you fear missing out because fear is faster than logic. True value doesn't need to rush you. It waits. Trick 5. The halo effect. When you admire one thing about someone, your brain automatically fills in the rest. Attractive? They must be kind. Confident? They must be capable. Famous? They must be right. It's how charisma blinds logic. It's why we trust authority without proof, and why image often wins over integrity. Be careful who you give your halo to, because once it's placed, you'll start excusing red flags you should have seen clearly. Respect achievements, but verify character. Trick 6. Gaslighting. The oldest and most poisonous trick of all. Gaslighting is psychological erosion. It makes you doubt your own memory, perception, even sanity. It didn't happen. You're overreacting. You're remembering wrong. Each phrase rewrites your reality a little more. It's not about argument, it's about confusion. Because when you can't trust yourself, you'll trust them instead. The cure is awareness. Document facts. Trust patterns, not apologies. If someone constantly makes you question your reality, it's not love, it's control. Trick 7. The guilt trip. Guilt is the most efficient leash ever invented. Manipulators don't need to demand. They just make you feel bad for not giving. I thought you cared. After everything I've done for you. You're so selfish. These are not feelings, they're weapons. Guilt replaces obligation with emotional debt, and emotional debt keeps you stuck. Healthy relationships communicate needs. Toxic ones manipulate through guilt. You owe kindness, not compliance. Love never asks you to destroy your boundaries to prove it. Trick 8. The triangulation game. This one's subtle and deadly. Triangulation means using a third person to create tension. It's how manipulators maintain control by comparison. They'll say, "Unlike you, she listens. He never complains like you do." Or, "Everyone thinks you're too sensitive." They create rivalry to make you compete for approval. They divide to rule. The moment you start defending yourself, you're already playing their game. The only winning move? Don't compete. Step out of the triangle and watch how fast their control fades. Trick 9. The repetition rule. Say something enough times, and the mind starts to believe it. Repetition creates familiarity, and the brain confuses familiarity with truth. That's how propaganda works. That's how toxic people convince you you're difficult, even when you're just standing up for yourself. Be careful with what you repeat, externally or internally. The stories you tell yourself every day build the world you live in. Your mind is programmable. Make sure you're the one writing the code. Trick 10. Love bombing. It feels like passion. It feels like destiny. But it's design. Love bombing floods you with affection, constant attention, compliments, promises, gifts. It overwhelms your emotional radar. You feel chosen. You feel special. You stop thinking. Then, once they have you, the warmth fades and confusion takes its place. Love bombing isn't love. It's bait. Healthy love grows. Manipulative love floods. Real love doesn't rush your nervous system. It regulates it. Conclusion. Awareness is armor. You can't control how people use psychology, but you can control how clearly you see it. These tricks don't work on the wise, not because they're smarter, but because they're slower. They pause. They question. They observe. Dark psychology loses its power in the light of awareness. So watch the tone behind the words. Watch the timing behind the kindness. Watch the patterns behind the promises. Because manipulation thrives in speed, and wisdom lives in stillness. You don't have to fear the darkness of human behavior. You just have to learn to see in the dark. Awareness protects, boundaries preserve, and silence, chosen, not forced, is power.